Okay, we are back. We're gonna try to give her a little sendy sender. What do we got? Watopia, Innsbruck, and Richmond. Not a lot of people on. What's the deal? We got a new one at Innsbruck. Ooh. Or maybe I just never did that one yet. 2,700 feet of climbing. Oh boy. Richmond, we've done them all. Hey, what's going on there, Nene? I just went live. I'm getting ready to do some pedaling here. If you want to watch me die, just hang tight. I gotta pick a course and get on the bike and start pedaling. Right now it's like pick your pain. See, I have three different worlds I can go to. I can go to Watopia, Innsbruck, or Richmond, West Virginia. Um, Innsbruck, I think, is in the UK. It's a real place, and so is Richmond. Watopia is the world for Zwift, you know. Okay, so it's looking a lot like I'm gonna die in Innsbruck and do 15.3 miles with 2,719 feet of climbing. Let's get it. Let's fucking get it. I haven't done something this daunting in a while. This will be the most climbing I've done since it's been a while. It's been a minute. What is this? 2 laps? No. Okay. All right. All right. I'm gonna chug some water from where it is now to the other room where the bike's at. So I'll be back momentarily here.
So if you ever need anything, you can reach a real person in about a minute. If it's full on and you need assistance, the last thing you want to do is wait to talk to a robot. After all, life support is an amenity every vacation home should have. First, private vacation rentals for you and your people.
Okay, now the mic should be back working. It stopped working on me. Good thing I checked. All right, try it again. Mic test. Check, check. Oh yeah, it's working. All right, this one's going to be painful. Usually takes me a minute to get my shit together. Alright, let's see what we got here. I'm gonna have to really pace myself here. I already went for a short bike ride today, but this is going to be that times 100.
Trelegy, fluticasone furoate 100 micrograms, umeclidinium 62.5 micrograms, and vilanterol 25 micrograms inhalation powder. Asthma isn't pretty, but breathing should be beautiful. Ask about once daily Trelegy for adults with asthma. Trelegy won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Trelegy contains a medicine that increases risk of hospitalizations and death from asthma problems when used alone. When this medicine is used with an inhaled corticosteroid like in Trelegy, there is not a significant increased risk of these events. Do not take Trelegy more than prescribed. Trelegy may increase risk of thrush, infections, and serious allergic reactions. Get emergency care if you get a rash, hives, mouth and tongue swelling, or breathing problems. See your doctor if your asthma does not improve or gets worse. For more info, ask your doctor, visit Trelegy.com, or call 1.
Here we go. Time to climb.
There's lots to love when you shop with Target Circle. Member-only deals, special rewards, and partnerships with some of your favorite brands. Get the Target app and become a Target Circle member today for free.
Just gotta tune everything out and not look at numbers and just keep pedaling.
Tough times don't last, but tough people do. That's why, at Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, we help support free and low-cost clinics for people who don't have health insurance. Because tough times can happen to anyone, and when they do, we're ready to help.
At Granger, we're for the ones who specialize in saving the day, and for the ones who've mastered the art of keeping business moving. We offer industrial-grade supplies for every industry, with same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders, all backed by real people ready to help. So you can get the right answers and products right when you need them. Call quickgranger.com or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? My strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life, whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night, And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
As a scientist, I know that by the time my child takes their first breath, 9 billion more tons of carbon pollution will be in the air. When they take their first steps, wildfires will have burned millions more acres they could have explored. By the time a child born today goes to college, it may be too late to leave them the world we promised. Our window to act on climate change is like watching them grow up. We blink and we miss it. Later is too late. Demand clean energy now at poweredbymichigan.com.
Scrawny bot, feeling kinda yawny bot, jelly bot, uh-oh something smelly bot? No matter what kind of little butt you got, Huggies Little Snugglers has curves to fit your delicate skin. Huggies, we got you, baby.
Okay, we got 1/3 of the climbing done.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 85% water, right?
85% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Ooh, pass me the intercom thing.
Attention showers. If you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Don't pay for water, pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods.
Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent. For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now. And the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger, because we have professional grade supplies for every industry, even hard to find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I would have got some miles in outside today, but man, when it was 75 last week and 40 this week, it's hard to motivate to get out there, you know? I don't want winter. Alright, I'm getting close to that downhill that I earned. What's a double octobog? I don't know what that is. Holy smokes! I don't think I can do that. I'm not gonna lie, man. That last like 2 miles, I've been just trying to talk myself into not completing this route. Because that was half of it. We still got to do that climb one more time. 1,400 feet. Oh yes, this is great. Thank the Lord. I never claimed to be a fast bike rider, but I am steady.
After all, life support is an amenity every vacation home should have. Further, private vacation rentals for you and your people.
When you post a job for free with LinkedIn Jobs, you get to the people you want to interview faster. That's because we help you filter and prioritize only the most qualified candidates. Like, say
I feel like, for the people that own the kicker bike, such as myself and others, is it too hard to put what gear a guy is in on the heads-up display so I don't have to keep looking down?
job for free at linkedin.com/Pandora. That's linkedin.com/Pandora. Terms and conditions apply.
Is that the attachment for the back wheel of your existing bike? Those look pretty cool, but I just couldn't see myself relegating a frame to indoor use, Yeah, unless you bought a frame just specifically for indoors. I never planned to actually ride it. I guess that way would be less of a pain. But I have what's called a bike addiction, and I own 7 of them. And what's your favorite style of bike, or what's your favorite bike? Yeah, and I still got the kicker. Yeah. I'm crazy. Right on. I hear that. My favorite is the Fat Tire mountain bike. I have a Fatback Rhino with 26 by 4.8 inch tires, and that's my everything bike. I also have a gravel bike, Poseidon Redwood, and I got a pretty nifty bike. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it's a bike packing bike called the Priority 600X. It has the pinion gearbox with the Gates carbon belt drive. It's not an e-bike; it's fully human powered, and it's awesome. And I even have a tricked out BMX bike. And I actually have 2 Fat Tire mountain bikes. One of them's 26 by 4, and I've got studded tires on that one for the snow. Looks like my former self is kicking my ass, and that's fine. Yeah, it's gonna be like a yo-yo for the rest of the climb. I usually get passed by women. Forward progress is all I'm after. When someone passes me, I just see it as an opportunity to give that person a thumbs up and help, uplift them to keep going. But usually, I'm so paranoid about it, I'm watching on my phone. I usually give them thumbs up before they're even in my view. Yeah, that's really good. Top 100? Wow. Hey, fuck you, me. I'm passing you. You suck. I'm talking to myself. Yeah, if I tried to keep up with everyone, I wouldn't complete half the courses I try.
You hear that sound? That's the sound of the clock ticking on the 2023 NFL season. So sign up for FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook, and start getting more excitement, drama, and action out of every single play. New customers bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets guaranteed. 21 plus and present in Michigan. First online real money wager only. $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. See full terms at fanduel.com/sportsbook. Gambling problems? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help.
Sponsored by GSK, the makers of Trelegy, fluticasone furoate 100 micrograms, umeclidinium 62.5 micrograms, and vilanterol 25 micrograms inhalation powder. Asthma isn't pretty, but breathing should be beautiful. Ask about once daily Trelegy for adults with asthma. Trelegy won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Trelegy contains a medicine that increases risk of hospitalizations and death from asthma problems when used alone. When this medicine is used with an inhaled corticosteroid like in Trelegy, there's not a significant increased risk of these events. Do not take Trelegy more than prescribed. Trelegy may increase risk of thrush, infections, and serious allergic reactions. Get emergency care if you get a rash, hives, mouth and tongue swelling, or breathing problems. See your doctor if your asthma does not improve or gets worse. For more info, ask your doctor, visit Trelegy.com, or call 1-833-873-1333.
Or how much aerodynamics matters on a climb. This one hurts. This is the hardest when this happens. Look at that dude go. He's running up a mountain. Cycling has taught me how to speak in one-syllable sentences when you're out of breath. Man, it seems like the population on Zwift is lower the last few times I logged in. Usually there's like 7,000-8,000 people on. Do you have the front moviator for your front forks on your bike? You know, to lift the front end up and down? I'm curious how popular that thing is. Right, you probably figure what you got is just fine, eh? Probably get one hell of a workout with it. Does it wear out your cassette and chain just like normal use? I'd imagine so, eh? Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's in a very clean environment. Yeah, I also have one e-bike, the Aerial Rider Grizzly dual motor, but I think the batteries took
premiums, co-pays, deductibles, or simply finding the right doctor for your family. Luckily, the Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan mobile app is ready to help you find the right answers, right when you need them.
For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now, and the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger, because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call quickgrainger.com or just...
All right, man. Whatever happens from here on out, I ain't gonna stop. I really appreciate you chatting me up. I think that's been huge in keeping me outside of my own mind, you know? Ah, I love this song. So, do you type a lot in Zwift when you're riding? Because I find that very difficult to do. Hard part's over. The only thing left is the hard part. Oh, that's a great idea. Hell yeah, I got Discord. On my fat bike, I have a sticker that I got for my very first race. The sticker says, "It gets worse before it gets worser." And it's awesome, and I love it. This year I did my first ever race. It's called the Polar Roll. It's in Marquette, Michigan. And they do it in February every year during the dead of winter, right on Lake Superior. It was 14 degrees, and the course I was on was 37 miles long. I didn't finish, but I still call showing up and trying a win in my book. I got 29 out of the 37 miles. I was out there for a long time. As previously stated, I'm not fast. Yeah, the structure of the quote-unquote race is more like, hey, can you do this? You know, there's no prize money. You know, they do have rankings, but it's just like, can you do this? You know, and that's nothing. They had an ultra as well that was 100 miles. So, man, I just want to be on a lift with those people, you know. Yep, born and raised in the UP. Yeah, I still didn't wear enough merino wool. I got wet and cold. And the day I did it, I was breaking trail for quite a bit of it through 4.5 inches of fresh snow. Yeah, another good song. Woohoo! And then on top of it all, I was completely alone, you know. So you get inside your own head, and you can be your own worst enemy. Yeah, riding in the rain takes a special skill set too. More of a mindset, I guess, right? Oh, I get it. Right on, right on. Wow, that's a lot. I really want to get into bike packing and do the Great Divide mountain biking route from Canada to Mexico. I think that would be the adventure of a lifetime, you know. and like not race it, but like enjoy it. Enjoy both the camping and the riding. I've already purchased the bike for it. I just have to figure out how to get that much time away from work, and actually have the balls to do it. So I don't know anyone that would join me. So you gotta, be out there on your own. But it's such a popular route, you're more than likely to meet new friends and ride with them,
Where selling your car is next to impossible.
Actually, it's super easy with an instant online offer from CarMax.
One woman would risk it all.
Nope, no risk. It's a real offer good for 7 days with no commitment.
Look, I'm trying to build some dramatic tension here.
Oh, sorry. Maybe it's a world without instant offers from CarMax?
Hold on now, let's not get crazy. CarMax, car selling reimagined.
As a scientist, I know that by the time my child takes their first breath, 9 billion more tons of carbon pollution will be in the air. When they take their first steps, wildfires will have burned millions more acres they could have explored. By the time a child born today goes to college, it may be too late to leave them the world we promised. Our window to act on climate change is like watching them grow up. We blink and we miss it. Later is too late. Demand clean energy now at poweredbymichigan.com.
Yeah, I don't know anyone in my community that's crazy about cycling like I am. I mean, there are full-fledged cyclists that live around here, but everybody's got families and different schedules, and and I'm also a bit of a recluse. So I guess I do some of it myself. It's hard to get out there at normal times when you're working 12-hour shifts, 1 week, and normal shifts the next week, and I'm really loving this fan I put in the window directly in front of me. Thank the Lord. It's like 40 degrees outside. That wind's coming right in on me. Man, I don't know, he's way up there. Or I'm way up there. I see this 4% as like, okay, you can get your energy, suck some wind for the last mile, But you're right, it's not impossible. Come on, buddy, you got this. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Thank you for that tip. I don't want to sound like a quitter, but I'm just going to try to get the finish though. I want to take a drink, but that puts me out of more breath. Fuck off, former self. That ain't me anymore.
it's major right here, you know what I'm saying? Listen.
Here's a pro tip for anyone looking to make the most of their Hertz Let's Go moment. It's free, and it gives you a ton of great benefits, like skipping the counter, seeing your name in lights on the gold board, and choosing any car with ultimate choice. Spend less time at the counter and more time enjoying your Let's Go moments. Sign up today at Hertz.com.
Oh my God, man. Yes!
The most important part is the one you need now.
By all rights, I should have been able to do that, but hell yeah.
Trust Granger, because we have professional grade supplies for every industry, even hard to find products. And we have same day pickup and next day.
Yeah, it was about whatever, when you were egging me on, I put it on the big chain ring in the front, and I just would not switch back. So, yes, thank you, man. I'm serious. Your friend, I can't even remember his name, the one that rated me. You guys are the reason why I completed this tonight, because until you guys got here, I was talking myself out of it, like, oh, I'll just get up the first climb, do the downhill, and then that'll be it. So, man, thank you so much. Yeah, maybe on a road bike, but the way I cycle, man, 15 miles, that's that's another chunk off the list, a good day for me is about 20 miles, in the real world. When I'm in the trails, and shit like that, I don't really do much road riding. But you ain't kidding, that is one hell of a workout. Now tomorrow I'm going to try to do a easy spin out to some scenic locations and pop up my DJI Air 2S drone and try to get some drone footage for my YouTube channel. Yeah, I don't know if you're interested, but my name on here, the last name, The Gooch, that's my YouTube channel, THUGGOOCH. I got like 950 some videos of me riding fat bikes and e-bikes and mini bikes and, And it's my year-long project to release one video every day this year. So every day at midnight Eastern, out comes a new video. I've released a video every single day so far this year, and I'm marching to the end. Shameless promotion, I guess. Yeah, thank you. Woo! I am happy with that. Yeah, I literally have almost 15 terabytes of GoPro footage. I'm going to get into the other room and I'll explain a little bit more about my cycling journey while I'm finalizing this here ride. Okay, now I'm at my computer desk. So the footage you see on the bottom left of the screen, that's some of my GoPro footage. It's on shuffle, but yeah, so I hadn't ridden a bike since I was probably 15 years old. Once you get your driver's license, it's kind of uncool at a point. I wish I would have never stopped. And then you go through the trials and tribulations of growing up as a young adult and so on and so forth, long story, whatever. But ended up being like, 20 some years later, I got a little bit of a better job, a little bit of extra time to myself, a little bit of extra money than I was used to. And I said, you know what? I can't just sit here and play video games anymore. I have to have a reason to get out. So that's when I bought my first fat bike, and that was in 2018. And I've been completely addicted ever since then. And one of the first things I did once I realized how addicted I was buy a GoPro camera. And I love watching just whatever it is on YouTube. If it's about mountain biking, road biking, gravel bikes, fat bikes, man, I am subbed to that channel and I watch it. That's what I do, you know. And the one thing that bothered me is whenever I found a channel that I really liked, what bothered me is I wanted more content now. I wanted more and more, you know. So it was my plan to record all my bike rides, you know, get all the footage I could, and not post any of it up. Don't put any of it up for about 4 years. And then in 2022, I started throwing it up, and I've got such a backlog of footage that I can probably have videos every day for years on end right now. You know, I don't do any editing. There's nothing fancy about it. It's just a guy out there enjoying riding his bikes, and it's dual purpose for me. I want to grow the sport. I want to, I want to get people stoked on biking, but I know that there might be some day where I'm all screwed up and in bad health, or something happens to where I can't cycle, and it's just an inevitability of life. Maybe it's old age. Maybe I go all the way to old age, you know, and then at some point I just can't cycle anymore. Well, now I'm gonna have all this on YouTube that I can sit back and watch, you know. So that's the explanation. And like, yeah, at the beginning of 2023 here, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do one video every single day. And now with live streaming, because this is also live streaming on YouTube as well, there's some days where you get a live stream and a video at midnight. In fact, in 4 minutes, the next video is going to premiere. So I'm gonna button this sucker up. And I don't know if you're on Strava as well as I am, but the name is the same on Strava, the Gooch. Hey, like I said before, thank you so much, man. You helped me push through tonight. So thank you, anyone who watches this or catches it later. Until next time, we'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.
Workwear, and we name our products after the